So the other day I had purchased a little packet of anti-seize to put my spark plugs and my exhaust manifold bolts in with, which is what I was going to start out with this morning, and I can't find them anywhere. So I spent half an hour this morning digging around trying to find that packet and couldn't find it, so now I'm on my way to O'Reilly's to buy another one. At least it gave me an excuse to stop and get a Monster, which I'll give you a quick tech tip on these coffee flavored Monsters. Shake them up good before you open them because they settle, and give them a moment to chill out before you try to open it then. That's my gift to you. Psalms 103:2 says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all of his benefits." This O'Reilly store is brand new. It's only been here about 2 or 3 months, and it's less than 5 minutes from my house. I used to had to drive 15 miles to a parts store. All right. I got my packet of anti-seize so we can move forward. But before I get too deep into this today, I was looking at my little work area that I have set up here, and I'm kind of stumbling around stuff on it. So before I do anything else, I'm going to get rid of that old head. Camera this morning to kind of just illustrate that sometimes you need to dust off your workspace and clear your mind and your head. This morning, I'm not gonna lie, I was aggravated when I couldn't find that packet of anti-seize. Seems like it's perpetually been little things that keep dragging me back on this project. But I decided rather than letting it get to me, I was gonna try to see the upside of it, and it seemed like it worked out. I cleared my mind quite a bit driving over to the parts store. I was able to get me some caffeine. There was no traffic, you know, the road was great. It was just, if I'd have tried to go a half hour earlier, I would have been bumper to bumper the whole way there. But, you know, everybody's at work now today, so it went well, and it gave me a few minutes to reflect on this, and I decided, you know what? I needed to clear my mind, and I needed to clear my workspace. So now I'm going to run you through real quick what the plan is for today, and I'm going to ask that you hold me to it so that I get it done. You know, backtracking from yesterday, we got all this mounted on the front. Everything's in time. Let's see if you can see here. I don't have the light on yet. Let me get that and turn it on. All right, so I've got to get the exhaust manifold reattached. I'm going to get the top cover on, the valve cover, and I'm going to start building everything back up on top of this motor and make it look more like an engine again. All right, so we got the exhaust manifold mounted, and now I'm going to work on cleaning up this nasty, greasy, grimy valve cover. It's got multiple little rubber seals that fit down inside of it, and this one was in pretty bad shape, so it's going to take me a few minutes to clean it up, but it sure is going to be pretty when it's done. All right, now I ain't going to tell y'all how many cans of brake parts cleaner had to be misappropriated to get this thing clean as it is, but it was several. All right, so one thing I noticed with this new seal is it stands up almost 1/4 of an inch, quite a bit more than the old one, and it's a lot spongier. So hopefully it'll take care of the oil leak that I had right here. I had a bad oil seepage from the valve cover right in here, I'm hoping that's a thing of the past now. For ease of installation, I went ahead and torqued my spark plugs in now before putting the valve cover on. I couldn't find in the book, in my manual, or anywhere reliably on the internet what the exact torque was supposed to be. I decided to go with 10 pounds, and it seemed to be snug enough. Having had a plug blow out of this thing before, I'm a little gun shy on those. I hope you can understand that. Okay, so the first real frustration that I've encountered today is that I went to the trouble of putting the air intake back on with silicone because the seals were shot and I could not find replacements. And it's not the easiest thing to get on there, only to realize that it needs to come back off so that I can attach this little coolant bypass hose to the back side of the block. So that's kind of a bummer, but not a major setback. Man, I sure am glad I got a barn to do all this work in. Man, I tell you what, today was not an easy day. It's about 9:30 on, what is today, the 8th. You know, I started out this morning trying to get as much done as I could, and I had a couple of setbacks right off the line, stuff that was getting in my way. But I got quite a bit done, and I was going to take them. You know what, folks, I'm sorry I had my headlamp on. I was going to take a few minutes and kind of poke around and show you what all I've got done, but I don't want to waste too much of your time, so look at this. It's up to temperature, with the exception of a major exhaust leak because the muffler's rattling real bad. No funny noises. It seems like it's in time. It's not misfiring. All the lights on the dash that were on when the motor blew up have gone out. I didn't even have to reset them. So, thanks for watching. God bless.